welcome to Punchlines. I'm Frank Nicotero, longtime comedian, lifelong sports fan. And today is Wednesday. We will have winners for you later at 12:36, picks at 12:36. But also, it's a Wiener Wednesday. That's right. You can come here and get a Vienna hot dog for $1.50. But I'm going to tell you right now, they don't have 70,000 on them like they did at Mets Citi Field last night.
For dollar hot dog night?
10 grand.
70,000 hot dogs have been ordered for tonight. An extra refrigeration truck was needed to house all the hot dogs.
What happens with the leftover?
Guys, I don't know if you're saying anything.
70,000 hot dogs last night at Citi Field. Welcome, everybody, to the show. I'm wearing a birthday hat because it's Anne's birthday.
Happy birthday, Anne.
Happy birthday, Anne. She's got an array of balloons behind her, picked up by Alex, and she's got some energy drinks and all sorts of stuff. Happy birthday to Anne. She does so much that you guys don't even know about. We are very lucky to have her on the show today. Oh, wait. Our show started on time, unlike the Dodgers versus D-backs game last night in Arizona. You didn't see this. The game was delayed 2 hours by bees. Okay, so that's a huge swarm. That's on the net behind home plate. So they realize they can't play the game. They can't do it. Okay, I can be your hero, baby. There you go. Arizona Diamondbacks. That's good. Is that Enrique Iglesias? So this guy goes up there and he sprays them with something.
He vacuums them.
It's a well, I thought he sprayed them through, and then he's vacuuming, right? And that's just a Amazon hand vac, special vacuum. I think it's not. So now they make this guy a hero. His name's Matt Hilton, I believe. So you know what Arizona does? They're like, why don't we have him throw out the first pitch? The guy gets to throw out the first pitch, which is sweet. Honeybees. Okay. But also, he's like a handsome guy. They said on the Dodger broadcast he has movie star good looks. Look, he's a father of 4. And, he's up there. He doesn't 50 Cent it. He doesn't Carl Lewis it. Not bad. What a guy. Yeah, and by the way, they made him available for media requests and stuff. Look at that. Open game. Game started 2 hours late. But Arizona had a walk-off homer from Walker, right?
Yeah, Christian Walker.
Christian Walker had a home run to walk it off, and they won. So what a happy day. There we go. How come Alex? Why is Alex not wearing her hat? All right. It's on the show. It's gonna be May. It's May 1st. She's a 2-time national champion, sports betting analyst, and prefers NSYNC to Backstreet. It's a nice day for a Wow Wednesday. Alex White is here.
Yeah, Alex.
Alex, who is your favorite member of NSYNC, and what do you have for us later today?
Oh, it's Justin Timberlake, of course.
Everyone's Justin. Yeah. Everyone's Justin. Ryan, who's your favorite NSYNC?
Timberlake.
Even with the top ramen hair.
Right, when he had the curlies?
Matter. Yeah.
You can't get away from that meme today.
Couldn't even name another member of...
Well, you got Joey Fatone. Got JC Chazé.
Yep.
Who?
You got Nick Lachey. Oh, that's 98 degrees.
You have Lance and Chris.
Lance Bass and Chris Fitzpatrick, who is from outside of Pittsburgh, which I didn't know that. He did the terrible twirl once.
Mini Dar with another donation to the show. Happy birthday, Ann.
What is going on, this guy? This guy is this Mini Dar. Boy, you would think the other punchies would see that. It's right there in bright orange. What's that?
We should have him throw a first pitch for our show.
We should have him throw the first pitch. But later on in our picks at 12:36, what do you have coming up for us, Alex?
2 playoff hockey games going on tonight, right. So I've got 2 picks for you.
Some hockey. Hockey's been good. I didn't do Behind the Glass. Wait, where's your intro?
It wasn't in the script.
It wasn't in the script?
No. But I still did everything for you, so you're welcome.
What does that mean? I forgot because I was trying to dream up a perfect one. Ladies and gentlemen, Behind the Glass, like a hockey fan ready to pound on it and cheer on his Golden Knights. It's our producer, Ryan McCormick.
Yay.
The Knights switched up their lineups tonight. I don't think it's going to go well.
You don't like the switches?
Well, Logan Thompson should have been the one constant and leaving him in net. And now they have Aiden Hill in net, who I have had questionable opinions on all season. Even though he won us the cup last year, he has not looked good this year. And then they switched up the line pairings. The defense, the first defensive line is Alec Martinez and Alex Pietrangelo.
Okay.
And those two have been the worst defensemen on the team this entire series. So I don't understand why they're the line 1 defensemen.
Coach
they
must know
look
something.
so slow.
With the Golden
more than a
Knights and
step
with the
slow.
Golden, do you ever just go like? Because I know Sean and I like the Steelers sometimes make questionable moves. I go, why would they do that? And then I go, well, they're the Steelers. They know what they're doing. You know what I mean? Or is this something that's so crazy that you're like, what are they doing?
Jeff had the opinion on Sports by the Book today that this is just a panic move.
Yeah.
From Bruce Cassidy.
What's the series sitting at?
It's 2-2.
2-2, right. What are you panicking at 2-2?
Well, the away team has won every game in this series.
Oh.
And so it's back in Dallas. They
is this
have
one of
home
your picks?
ice.
We can talk more about it later.
No.
So,
Okay, all right.
But I do lean towards the Knights.
Yeah?
So I'm wearing
That's why you're wearing. By the way, if you can't see that, that thing is sparking. You come around from the hot dog cart there. It's unbelievable.
Well, and Colucci's on the show today, too. So it's thinking extra sparkly. It's Anne's birthday.
Oh, it's sparkles. Yeah.
Everything just, yeah.
You're wearing sparkles for the Rampart Buffet. I love it. Later on in the show, we will have Mr. Duane
Colucci.
We will be talking. He loves horses. We're going to talk hockey. He loves hockey. We will also talk horses because we have the Kentucky Derby coming up this weekend. And speaking of the Kentucky Derby, tomorrow we are shooting a special here. I am not involved, but Ralph is. Ralph, who hosts Race Day Las Vegas every morning on the South Point Studio Network here on YouTube. He's hosting this special, streaming live at 3 p.m. tomorrow. He's going to have all his horse guys there. It's going to go an hour and a half. What do we know, right? Something like that?
Yep.
Around there.
Yeah.
Between
So anyway, yeah, you'll want to watch that tomorrow at 3 Pacific live. But then, of course, it'll live on our site where you can watch it up to the Kentucky Derby. We had Eddie O. We're going to make sure we watch Eddie O on Saturday on NBC to get his picks because a couple years ago he hit the trifecta straight and I was on that. And I know he was like, yeah, I know. Trust me. Now he goes, the last few years I haven't been doing it. But we'll have some picks for you. And I'm going to go ahead and tease South Point Ponies. Yesterday, Matt Neverett was sitting in Alex's chair. He's our Tuesday guy. Alex is here Wednesday and Friday. He said, hey, if you had a racehorse and entered it into the Kentucky Derby, what would you name it? And I said, wow, what a good question. Let's think about it. So we thought about it overnight, and everyone on the staff and even some more people came up with names. So we're going to do that later. That's the South Point Ponies. That's called a tease in showbiz. We're going to talk about those later. We should check in with the live chatters here. Let's see. Mini Dar, I only noticed Super Chat last week. Sorry for missing Frank and Alex's days. I'll get you too. What? I'll get you. If you read that, it sounds strange. I'll get you too. Tommy Green definitely on Dallas tonight. So you guys, it's one of his picks. Let's see. Joey B, Vegas and Stars keep pounding each other. My Avalanche are now wrestling for a win. Yeah, we know Joey B is out there in Colorado. He's pretty happy about that. Keith Lyle, I did hit the P5 last night at Mountaineer Park. Oh, Mini Dar. Oh, they were talking about horse racing.
Pick 5.
We love our horses.
Yeah, Paul disagreed. He thinks VGK won't lose 3 in a row, but I don't see them winning another game in this series.
Well, speaking of Reno Paul, we'll hear from him later on in the show. Next up, we have Duane Colucci coming up. That's very exciting. But first, Alex, we're doing this segment that we like doing called That's Crazy. One of the reasons is you like saying that's crazy. We all do. Everyone does, but also we have the best graphic ever made for this. So can we go ahead? Let's do, we're going to go ahead and do, it's time for That's Crazy.
That's crazy.
There's Ann with the voiceover.
That's crazy.
What? That's crazy.
It's just, there's so many levels to why that's, and just high five Jerry, how much they love that little it's a good one.
It is.
I'm not even a cat person, but I love that.
Agreed.
This is where we talk about something crazy that happened. Obviously, the B thing was that was crazy. So we like to do a little something here called That's Crazy. Alex, do you want to go first?
Well, yes, I'm going to go with NBA because
Okay.
we do have the Mavs and the Clippers game 5 tonight.
Right.
That one is also tied 2-2. Well, the last game, Dallas broke a record. I don't know, did something different.
Yeah.
First time in the NBA that a team has lost in the playoffs when one player has scored 40 or more points, which was Kyrie.
Right.
And another player has had a triple-double.
Jeez.
And they lost that game. So big game between those two tonight.
It's been a good series.
It has been a good
Entertaining.
series. And it's very unpredictable. You don't really know what to do. When Kawhi plays, the Clippers win. And
I don't know if it's unpredictable as much as it is
Crazy.
crazy. Thank you, Ann. All right, that's a good one. Ryan, what do you have for us? What struck you as that's crazy last night or something today?
So going back to the Mets having $1 hot dog night last
Dollar
night.
hot dog. They had 70,000 of them ready.
There's a video for it.
Whether
and
or not
it's,
they ate them, maybe some people did the
the Mets,
999 challenge.
Yeah, so there was a guy trying to do the
I
999
was joking.
challenge.
Are you serious?
Yeah. And so first they
You know about this?
did this $1 dog night and they kind of did it in spirit of Seymour Wiener, the veteran that they honored earlier this season.
Yeah, and everyone kind of had fun with his name.
And so, anyway, this guy doing the 999 challenge, the other fans in his section started hearing about it and just started throwing hot dogs his way to eat them. And he ended up being removed by security.
Him?
Yes, because he incited this incident where people were throwing things in the crowd and all these things. But then after the game, he's riding the train and somebody had managed to take a picture of him. So he got through 9 dogs. He was on his way through his 9th beer. But yeah, and he didn't get through the 9 innings.
Oh my God. By the way, he's doing the shirt It's Only Sunny in Philadelphia style with the Wade Boggs beer episode. So do you know about this 999 challenge? I don't know if you're on the show when we talked about this.
No.
It's a 9-inning game.
Okay.
You have to have 9 hot dogs and 9 beers, 1 an inning.
Oh my gosh.
I know. So,
and now the game is sped up, so.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, like a couple years ago, you're like, well, I got 20 minutes each inning.
Right.
This is, and the guy did, I'm going to say he did it just because he didn't last the 9 innings, which should be the easy one.
Yeah.
Now, listen, I'm going to go ahead and say right now, I've done the 9 beers at a baseball game. I've done that. 9 hot dogs, no way. That's Caden. Could you do 9 hot dogs in 9 innings? We already had Caden try to eat 3 hot dogs in a minute, right? That didn't work out. That was on Sports by the Book, really. But I don't know. Could you do the 9 dogs and 9 beers, Ryan?
I may or may not have tried last summer in San Francisco.
What game?
The Cubs were in San Francisco playing the Giants.
Right. You tried it?
No, not to
What
try.
was your favorite stat? What was your stat?
Well, it was the tall beers.
Oh yeah, you can't do the tall beers.
And then we were flying home after the game. It was not.
Oh my God.
It was not good.
You got middled so hard.
It was not good.
Oh my God. I'm never going to try that. And the main reason I'm never going to try that is my mom won't allow me to. When we mentioned the first time we talked about this on the air, my mom goes, don't you try to eat 9 hot dogs. That is not good for you. She's like, go ahead, the 9 beers is fine. Go ahead, do that. Most mothers would be like, well, yeah, eat. It's your growing boy. I don't know what I'm talking about. But yeah, I'm not doing that. That's a lot.
So what was your That's Crazy?
Yeah, my crazy was the ESPN went through the draft. Reporter picked the best 100 picks. There were 5 Steelers in there. But the favorite pick of this gentleman was the Chicago Bear at number 1.
Oh.
Odunze. He had him as the number 1.
Oh, okay.
It was his favorite pick of the draft, which I thought, that's crazy, right? He had 5 Steelers. He had Zach Frazier in the top 10 because he's going to be a monster out of West Virginia. He had Roman Wilson in there. He had Mason McCormick.
Nice.
He had a McCormick in there. He said, this guy is going to be a star. He said he finishes like nobody else. And then the other, he's the wrestler too, right? Mason McCormick, or was that Frazier? Frazier's the wrestler. Frazier broke his leg on the field and crawled off the field so this team would get charged a timeout. That was in his sizzle reel package.
It was in his sizzle.
Broke his leg.
I feel like I remember that.
Crawling off so they won't get charged a timeout. That's the kind of guy you want on your team. But Rome Odunze, number 1 pick. Number 1 pick on ESPN, his best pick of the draft.
I thought you were going to say it was Troy Taylor was his favorite pick of the draft. The Iowa punter.
Oh, yeah. No.
4th round.
Yeah, no. That guy can boom. But yeah, no, he had Rome Odunze.
Rome Odunze.
Rome Odunze, who I bet on the over a lot with Washington on receiving yards.
Right.
And he'd usually hit in the first half.
Like Alex, a former Gorman Gale.
Yep.
He is always a local guy. There you go. Well, he was considered the number 1 pick.
And that number 1 has to do with where they got him.
Value.
And not
Value
having to trade for that and everything.
Position. They also talked about how smart it was for a rookie quarterback that you drafted to get him a rookie that he can come into the league at the same time and become friends. And I know those two have already bonded.
That video was cool. Of Caleb Williams going up to him.
You have to be excited for the Bears, right?
Yeah.
Are you showing us your nail polish?
Yeah, was that silver? Do you have
That's how excited
I thought he was doing
Caleb
that.
Williams has started to adopt that bear claw pose. So that every one of his pictures, he does the bear claw pose.
Caleb's doing that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Showing off the nail polish.
Yeah, right. He's like, "Would you bet on today, suckers?" Well, there you go. That's crazy. Do we close up? That's crazy with the graphic on the tail end, just because it's so great. Should we? We don't have to. It's just so good.
I know, but
all right, don't worry. You closed it. That's fine. Oh, here it is. Here we go.
That's crazy.
What? That's crazy.
So live chatters, I wanted to say, I know some of you yesterday might have put a horse name in there, but we're going to do our South Point, our field, all of the names we came up with for our horses later on in the show. I want to hear yours. You might have done a few yesterday. I don't know.
We didn't mention any of the.
We didn't mention them. Okay, good. So anyway, let's hear. That is your assignment for the day. 12:15. Get him in there. We'll be doing that in about 20 minutes. Do we have Colucci or are we still waiting? We have. We're waiting. Okay, good. That's fine. We got plenty of time. Today is May 1st. It's gonna be May. Isn't Justin Timberlake playing here soon?
Here?
He's in town.
In Vegas?
Not at South Point, but in Vegas.
I don't know.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah, I thought he's kind of the Rolling Stones are like in a couple weeks too.
Yes,
and
they
then
are.
Billy Joel and Sting are November 8th. So Sting's just so boring, but I'll probably end up going.
May 10th and 11th.
May 10th and 11th, Justin Timberlake. I thought I drove by a sign and saw that. Where's he playing?
T-Mobile. He's
at the T-Mobile. I saw his show in LA. You wouldn't have known he was doing a show in LA. Like, I feel like he did, it was like $2. It was like 2 hours on the dot. He doesn't talk much to the audience. Sounds great. Choreography's great. Band's great. But he just didn't really interact as much as I wanted to see. So, I don't know. It was a great show. But, paid way too much for that. Anyway, it's May 1st, 2024, and it's episode 144. So we've been looking back 100 shows, right, Alex? So you were here.
Okay.
You were here. We had Sean Salisbury, who I've gotten to know. Never met him in person, but we've become friends because we did a podcast during COVID, and he comes on as a guest. So he started talking, Ryan was here, and we started asking him about his rivalry with John Elway. And this was 100 shows ago, and it was back in December. Here's Sean Salisbury from 100.
That game there, it's right here. That game there is Minnesota Viking, our comeback against Elway in Denver, down 20-3 at half. We ended up beating them in a snowstorm in their building.
And what did you say to Elway when you met after the game at the field? Do you remember what you said or what he said?
Well, when I went up to him and said, I'm going to kick your ass because you've never beat me before. Because I got him at FC at Stanford, too. Now, listen, in that game, it's like this is Elway's house because it was in Denver. I kept my mouth zipped. John and I just talked as buddies. We talked minimal football before and after the game about everything else. But trust me, I'll tell you one thing. I was coming off the field. My sophomore year, John Senior, we went up to Stanford. It was a national game of the week, and we beat it was like Pat Hayden and somebody else. We beat them. And I was a player of the game, and I was walking off the field, and John Robinson at the end said, "You wanted him today, didn't you?" And I smirked at him, and he goes, "You meaning Elway?"
Yeah.
And he knew it.
Yeah.
Now fast forward to that's 1992 or 3, the one you're looking at there, the picture. And Denny Green, I'm walking off the field. And I said early in the game, I said, put the ball in my hand. They can't stop me today. I threw for almost 400, was the NFL player of the week that week. And again, I didn't get many of those moments.
These are facts.
Yeah, these are facts. But it sets up the story because I walked off the field at the end of the game and we put it away for kneel down at the end. And when I came, Denny said, "You wanted him today, didn't you?" I said, "What are you talking about?" He goes, "You know exactly what I'm talking about." Now, I don't know if that meant that I loved Elway so much that the fanboy stuff went on even when I played because both my head coaches knew it. There's moments in time in all our careers that you remember that stick out. But being able to play against John and beat him, who I hold in the highest regard.
There it is. Show 44. And in tribute to Show 44 and 144, you're wearing your Anthony Rizzo jersey.
Yeah, a guy that just hit his 300th career homer.
300th home run.
Now as a Yankee, but yes, up to over 300.
Originally a Padre, right?
Yep.
Padre, then Cubs. Yeah. He hit his 300th. McCutchen hit his 300th the week before. That's there's only like 155 players or something. It's shocking. 300 homers is a lot of home runs. McCutchen's stats are kind of like Hall of Very Good. He won't make the Hall of Fame, but he's only one of like 4 players that have like 300 homers, 300 steals, 100 triples, 100 doubles. Put up a good career, but the Pirates are struggling right now.
I know they started off so hot.
Oh, they were 9-2 and everything was good. And then their bats have gone so cold. What was that?
There are 161 players.
161 players that have hit 300 home runs.
To hit 300 home runs.
It's pretty good. I would have thought a lot more, but then you realize 30 home runs is a lot. That's like averaging 25, 30 homers for 10, 12 years. That's a lot.
Right.
So it's a lot. So it's a good accomplishment. Okay. So you know what? We talked about the Kentucky Derby. We talked about the South Point. What did I call it? The South Point Ponies.
Yep.
And what we were going to name it. Let's see. Anybody have any in the Yeah. Okay, there we go. Thank you. Tommy Green. Okay. All right, so let's go to the horses. Yeah, we're going to the South Point Ponies. All right, so I asked everybody on staff. We even got some extra picks here from people that work here or related to someone or I don't know. So let's go take a look. Here we go. South Point. Are we rolling? We have the whole list at once, right?
I have in 2.
In 2. All right, 2 chunks. Here we go. Oh, Wait, you changed yours. Okay, Alex W's first. She had White Lightning, but I think you wanted to change it to Viva.
Well, before the show, I was throwing both of them out, and I let them decide.
You went with
they liked White Lightning.
I like it. It's White Lightning. Is it spelled right? It looks weird.
Is it?
Lightning.
It looks weird. Is there lightning?
Lightning.
Yeah,
we might have to spell it. Is that right?
That's not what causes thunder.
Light. All right. Well, we're going to do the first half of the list. All right. Next up, Matt and Everett nibbling the corner. Chris Andrews, our sportsbook director here at South Point, he went with 3-Dog Roundy. I assume like 3-card Monty, maybe he was thinking. 3-card Roundy. Yes. Vinny M. Vinny! Love my bookie. Coming down the back stretches, love my bookie. And then Frank Nicotero and me, I went Sin City Steel because I now reside in Vegas and I'm from Pittsburgh. Did you just get that one in? It's her birthday. We can't get mad at her. Sin City Steel. Oh, you guys betting on SCS? Yeah, me too. I'll probably put up 20 across the board. Sin City Steel. And then Prodigal Son is Pam Andrews. That's Chris's wife. Oh, my God. Chaos is ensuing. Once we have the next 5, I'll do a Kentucky Derby call with all the names. That'll be something to look forward to later in the show. Plus, we'll get some more from our people. I'm going to grab my headphones. Look at this.
Oh, well, this is the other half of the list.
We're going to do the other half now. Okay. All right, here we go. Girlfriend Courtney went with Marty's in a Mood. That would be from a Modern Family episode and dog Marty. Marty's in a mood again. Jerry Trevino, our MVP here at the studio, does everything. Went with Tobey Maguire. Because Tobey Maguire was in Seabiscuit. And he's Spider-Man, which you love.
I think that's the
Tobey Maguire. Reason. Now, I didn't see this. Now, Tiff, this is your girlfriend. You want to talk about this one?
Yeah. So Tiff was going through a bunch of different names last night, and this is the one that she liked the most. She went with Steed for Speed.
That's a good one.
That is very good.
Okay. NG. I get it now.
Another win.
Another win. Oh, okay. Sean K, who works on the Swift kicking the Kelsey. That is tremendous. And then Kyan.
Kaden and I came up with this one together.
So you guys, if you were a celebrity couple dating, that would be your name in People magazine. Oh my God, did you see what Kyan? Well, I didn't see what it was. What was the name?
Same day delivery.
Oh, that's good.
That is.
Wait, put him back up, please, if you can. Em, please. Okay. It's your birthday. I'm saying please. I always say please and thank you. My mom raised me right. Okay. So I was thinking, like, if they were coming down the stretch, maybe we should have Colucci call it. Colucci could call this as it was coming down the back stretch. All right, we're gonna bring in. Leave that up so maybe he can see it. Can he? Yeah. All right. My headphones broke. Oh God.
Oh wow.
What did I do?
You did break them.
No, I can clip it on. Hold on. Oh gosh. Hold on. There we go. Wait, I can kind of do this. Oh, are we gonna switch them out? All right, I'm not on screen right now. We'll welcome in. He doesn't need to. I don't need to hear him. I know what he sounds like. Ladies and gentlemen, from the Rampart Casino, sportsbook director, it's Duane Colucci is here, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, hey. Colucci.
Sorry, Colucci, we're having way too much fun over here being silly. Thank you. Let me get the headphones on. There we go. All right, so we had an assignment for everybody that works on the show. They had to come up with their horse name if they entered a horse into the Kentucky Derby. Duane, can you think of a name you would have for a horse? Have you ever thought about this? If you were ever to own a horse, what would you name it?
Wow, that's a tough one. I mean, there's so many different options out there. Probably stick with my almond roots. Eat a peach.
There you go. That's tremendous. And I know Dickie Betts just passed away last week, right? Or a couple weeks ago. And I thought of you.
That was a shame. I knew Dickie very well, to be honest with you, Frank. I met him so many times backstage, and he was just really a cordial human being, a great guy. So, yeah, definitely that was a big loss. And, to the rock and roll community, he did a lot with the country and Western as well. Hank Williams Jr., Charlie Daniels, just a legend. And, sad to see now all the brothers are gone except J-Mo. There's one left, one man standing, so. God rest his soul.
Well, listen, if you think of it by the end of this interview, what you would name a horse, or you can text us later, that'd be cool. Because you could go with, the buffet sparkles. Sparkling buffet. Yeah. Sparkling buffet. That's it. I love it. So anyway, Alex she's got her Knights stuff on. You got a Knights hat on. What do you want to talk about with Duane?
Yeah, Colucci, give us your opinion on their choice to go with Aiden Hill tonight instead of Logan Thompson.
Yeah, I don't like that, Alex. I'll be honest with you. I think it shows indecisiveness. I mean, Logan Thompson really is not the problem. If you've been watching the games, and I've attended the games, and it's just not Logan's fault. That first game in Vegas was just a whitewash. I mean, they're lucky it wasn't 7-0 after the first period, and the reason that it wasn't was Logan Thompson. I mean, he played so well and performed so well. So I'm really shocked. I mean, Aiden got us there last year, so yeah. I can't. Also, Cassidy is just a phenomenal coach and makes the right decisions. So I really can't question him. But I kind of think it shows that they found a weakness somewhere along the line. And we didn't look good in Game 3. Game 4 was a lot of the same. And Jake Ottinger is now starting to play at a top level. So when Ottinger starts to get going, it's going to make it even more difficult. We have to get some good quality chances on goal. Seems like Jack Eichel is definitely leading the team. That shorthanded goal was phenomenal the other night, but we definitely need more firepower out of Carlson, definitely out of Tomas Hertl, the new acquisition, and a lot of pressure on Mark Stone as well. So it definitely to me shows a little indecisiveness, and I don't like the goalie switch, but definitely we could bring it home. I mean, we're supporting our Knights here. Go Knights. You could see Alex and I are definitely out in full force, but I think it makes it a little more pressure filled even on Aiden Hill now that you're getting put right into this fire situation. Yeah. We've won 2 games on the road, so I definitely feel confident. You're seeing the line right now at the Rampart and South Point at -145 Dallas. It came down a little from the opener of 151, but that's the Vegas money, Alex. So, definitely a lot of Vegas fans are going to be betting on this team tonight. But, I really would lay off. You could see my picks at MyBookie Duane. Yes. I've been picking the NHL, doing pretty well. We got back on the beam last night with the Avalanche, so I would lay off this Vegas Golden Knight game tonight.
All right, and how about the Rangers? We know you're from New York. We know the Rangers look really good too, right? After that 4-0 sweep.
Monstrous. The Rangers look monstrous, Frank. I mean, the power play is one of the best power plays I've seen in years. You just camp Kreider in the front. You got Panarin. You got Zibanejad. You got Fox, one of the best defensemen in the NHL. I mean, the Rangers are firing on all cylinders, and you have Igor Shesterkin between the pipes, who, in my impression right now, is the best goaltender available out there, especially in the Eastern Conference, even though Bobrovsky is playing very well. It's going to be a long road for the Rangers. You are going to have to overcome, some of these marquee teams. Like we said, Florida looks really hungry. They look good again as well. They're playing at a top level. Also, you do have the Carolina Hurricanes, who seem to be there in that second, third round every year, and they're going to definitely be a tough out. They just took it right down the Islanders' throat, especially last night. They opened up a good lead. Kuznetsov got that the penalty shot. Then the Islanders caught up, but then they put them away again. So Hurricanes are definitely hungry as well, but the Rangers look so good. I'll be honest with you. If Philip Hedl comes back, sky's the limit for this team. They have so much star power and firepower, and you could see that in Panarin's point total this year. And, they're just going to be a difficult out. They always seem to get the calls at the right time as well. They draw a lot of penalties. They have an immense home ice advantage. Madison Square Garden is tremendous. I'll be honest with you. When those Ranger fans get going, Frank, I'm sure you've been there before. It's just crazy and off the hook. I used to wear my Canadian jersey there back in the old days. They get hit with pretzels in the back of the head, Frank. Mustard all over my nice, beautiful Montreal jersey. But the Ranger fans are dedicated. They're hungry. They haven't won since the year after my Canadians. So
94, right? Yeah, exactly. Well, we had Eddie O on the show the other day. Ryan, family friend, had Eddie Olczyk on the show talking about the 94 and how he fed one of the horse. What horse was it? I can't remember the horse. His day to have the Stanley Cup, he took it to the stalls and had a horse eating
the Kentucky Derby winner that year.
It was the Kentucky Derby winner that year. Yeah, Go for Gin. Wow. I think it was Go for Gin. Was it Go for Gin?
Go for Gin. Nick Zito.
Yeah, Nick. He's a picture. Exactly. Is he and Nick Zito? Look at you talking about horses. Before we get to horses, Ryan had one.
Yeah,
more
I just wanted to ask you about that one remaining series in that Eastern Conference, the Bruins and Leafs. They went 48 minutes without scoring yesterday to go to overtime. 2 goals in the first period, then 48 minutes of no goals. Then in overtime, the Leafs managed to steal that one without Austin Matthews. How do you see that series playing out? Will it go 7? And can the Leafs get past the Bruins finally, or are they just going to kind of roll over and the Bruins take it over in Toronto.
Yeah, Ryan, you're talking to a Habs fan. I mean, I think it's comical the way Toronto is. I mean, the injury has got to be more serious, I'm hoping. Because if you just have a little flu or whatever, Austin Matthews, it's going through his head. First it was Nylander, now it's Matthews. I mean, they seem soft. This combination just seems a little soft. I know Tavares is a hard-nosed player. They got good goaltending play on the switch last night. So, it's a hard series. And I definitely think that the Bruins goaltending will get them by. I mean, Swayman is just, lights out. And like you said, you go through these long non-scoring droughts, and that definitely plays, in my opinion, into the Bruins' hands. Now, Pasternak is not playing that well. I don't care what he says, that he changed up his game defensively. You need points out of this guy. Marchand is very fired up. He plays at a high level at all times. This is a tough series to gauge, I have to say. And the pulling of Samsonov was shocking to me, but it was the right decision. We'll see. I mean, Toronto, even if they get past the first round, they're not getting past the second round. They're just, they're snake bitten. I think they need to blow this team up at the end of the season unless they make a serious run. And Austin Matthews has to show some leadership. I mean, Marner is more of a leader than him, and this guy almost had 70 goals, Matthews. I don't know how you sit out unless the injury is more serious. And in the NHL, that tends to be, the trend, Ryan, where they don't announce how serious the injury is. They definitely need great goaltending play again, good defensive play as well, and they need Nylander and Marner to definitely weigh the load if Austin Matthews is not going to be there.
I'm going to transition a little bit here because we're all so excited. The 150th Kentucky Derby this Saturday. Now, I know people that are going to the Rampart. Can you tell us what the party like is there?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's unbelievable, Alex. Forget it. We have a hat contest right off the bat, that we give out $1,000 in prizes, free slot play and all that. You bet $50, I'm buying your lunch. You get your choice of a burger, chicken fingers, or hot dogs. Just a great, great feel at the Rampart. It's a casino-wide party. All the bartenders will be making mint juleps. You're going to have the drop-down screens we have throughout the casino where you could see the race from all angles. Our 21 pit is amazing as well. TVs surround the pit, so you will not miss the action. We'll have the sound over the speakers throughout the casino for the call of the race. The race at Sportsbook, get there early. We're going to have a tremendous, tremendous party there. And do not forget, we have Friday night. Bob Ike and Jay Privman this year, who will be, having our seminar, and I host it each and every year. We've given out the winner 3 out of the last 4 years. Oh, wow. May have even been 4 out of 5, but I got taken down with maximum security that year. So, Alex, it's just a great, tremendous turnout. The festivities are off the hook. Please come out and join us. You'll really have a great time. I'm a big advocate of horse racing. Minimal play. Yeah. We give you racing forms. We have the individual carols still with the TVs for the horse racing fans. I know a lot of these big sports books are going away from the horse racing where basically you have very limited viewing, and naturally they want to capitalize on a day like this. But, come to the Rampart. $40 equals one comp dollar in my race at Sportsbook, and it's just unbelievable. Nice. Just a great feel, and that hat party really gets fun. You got to see some of those pictures and some of those creations.
Yeah, I want to check this out because I have to be at the ballpark that night and work, so I have to be there around 5:30. The race post time's 3:57. Could go out, get a burger, head out there, and I don't know, maybe
it's on the way.
It's on the way. I think. Now it's too early to go ahead and ask you for a pick. I know you're going to be giving your picks on Saturday because there's a lot that could change. But who are you looking at? The one horse I like, Just Steel, because of course being from Pittsburgh, I'm gonna have to go with Just Steel. But everyone, Fierceness is the favorite right now, minus 150. Or Fierceness. What is Fierce? I'm looking at matchups.
It opened 3-2.
3-2.
Yeah,
right.
Fierceness is like 5-2 on the morning line.
Okay.
So I think wagering opens up in Nevada on Thursday. So we're going to start having the parimutuel pools fluctuate. Yeah. And what I mean by parimutuel wagering, remember, you get what the horse goes off at post time. It's unlike sports wagering, guys, where you have, the Lakers minus 5.5, and that's your point spread, and you're locked into that. In horse racing, racing, you have to wait till the odds are established when they let the horses go. Usually they settle in like at the top of the stretch because there's so many outlets coming in from all over the world betting on this race and commingling the parimutuel pool. But yeah, Fierceness 5-2. You got a lot going for you here. You got Mike Rapoli. He's one of the best owners in the game. You have the legend John Velasquez riding this horse, and this is why you're getting 5-2 on this horse. The horse was so impressive last time, guys. I mean, the Florida Derby got him back to where he was in the Breeders' Cup Juvenile. So this horse is going to be very tough, but there's a lot of options. I mean, you said Just Steel. You have the legend Duane Lucas, who taught Todd Pletcher. Todd Pletcher was an assistant to Duane Lucas back in the day. Todd Pletcher is Fierceness's trainer. Duane Lucas is a legend. He's the trainer of Just Steel. So definitely a horse that could be used in exotics, Frank. Don't count the horse out.
I think he was like 20. Yeah, I think it was like 20-1. I saw the name. I got to bet that way. I grew up around off-track betting in Pittsburgh. Went a lot with my dad and friends, so I know how to read a form pretty good, and I love going to the Derby. Oh my God, Duane, it's 12:36. Hold on. At 12:36. All right, this might be the first time you've been on a program. We stop the world at 12:36 because that's when we give picks. We have the Alex White here is going to talk a little. It's hockey, right?
Right. Okay, you want me to go first?
I think you should go first. Ladies first.
Okay, so you got to shop around because you want to get the best number. But that second hockey game tonight, the Oilers Kings, I like over 6.
Okay.
There's 6.5s out there. Don't get the bad number. Go over 6. But this matchup between these two, 3 of the 4 have gone over. Of course, the last one was just 1-0, and that was kind of an anomaly with them. But if the Kings want to hang in this, they have to score goals. The Oilers are just clicking, playing so well offensively. So I think there's a value here. I made it 6.5.
Okay, so over 6. And then you had another hockey player, or was that it? Sorry.
I like a little. I'm going to put a little bit on the Oilers to score an empty net, and it is plus 250. And that is because I just think the talent has really shown up here, and it's a very uneven match between these two. The Oilers have been the best power play team throughout the playoffs. The Kings have been the worst, and that says a lot about their opposite, right? So the Oilers have been the best power kill team. They haven't allowed the Kings 11 tries. They've had 11 power plays. They haven't converted 1. So I think the mismatch here, I like the Oilers and score an empty net plus 250.
I didn't know you could bet on scoring an empty net. I've never done it. I guess I was aware of it, but I've never done it. That's awesome. I like it. All right, there are the picks. I'm passing today. I don't have anything. We have Alex here, is what she does. Ryan, anything for you?
No.
All right.
No.
So Duane, this is a new thing. It's sweeping the nation. Picks at 12:36. So we had Alex here. We have to do it. I don't care if we're interviewing President Biden, who I believe. And do we have President Biden?
No,
We're gonna do what again?
Hopefully not.
We've got the fan pick, the punchy pick.
All right, and if you'll indulge us, Duane, and give us one more minute here, we're going to do a new feature. We've also started our fan pick. So Reno Paul, who's been a longtime viewer of the show, Reno Paul sent in a pick today. 30 seconds. Here we go. Reno Paul, take it away.
What's up, Frank? What's up, punchlines? What's up, punchies? Yeah, it's your boy Reno Paul with picks at 12:36, and I'm sticking around the association tonight. We got Boston, we got Miami, Game 5, and it crushes my soul in every way, shape, and form to say that Boston's going to win this game, but they are, and they're not going to cover the 14.5. So I got Miami plus 14.5, and the overs on 199.5. Final score, 96-105. Lock it up.
That is our punchy pick right there, Reno Paul. I mean, he gave out a side and a total.
Yeah, he gave out a exact score, too.
Exact score.
Yeah.
Celtics.
We shall see. All right, so Reno Paul, we're going to call those punchy picks. That's a new thing. We'll be listen. Anybody who's in there, Bob Dell, I know you're going to want to give out a pick coming up soon. Tommy, we'll get to you. Joey B, Daniel Pacheco. Somehow find us on Twitter so we can ask you. We'll find you and we'll ask you to do a pick. Anyway, it's a punchy pick. We'll keep track of them. Good luck, Paul. Duane, just to wrap up with you, do you have any sort of pick that you'd like to give out today on the show as well?
Well, I'd like to pick Alex's brain on the night game, but I'm surprised that she's so forceful with Edmonton. They were dominated in that last game. I mean, if Skinner didn't play the way he played, I didn't see that high-powered offense that Edmonton had. I mean, it seemed to me that the whole period, the third period, it was a shootout on Skinner. So, I don't think he could duplicate that game. I think the Kings have a chance in this game, but, I respect Alex's over pick as well. I think that definitely definitely has a chance there. The Kings do have to score goals. But the Vegas Golden Knight game is tough tonight. I'd like to hear her opinion on the game because I'm really torn. I think Dallas really looked good in these last 2 games, and it's hard pressed to bet on the Vegas Golden Knights game tonight. So I'm going to take the Kings, though, at a plus tonight.
Okay.
I don't mind it. And it is win or go home for the Kings. So I don't mind it. And that's why I'd rather stay away from the side there. But as for the Knights, and Ryan and I are kind of split on this, so we can both give you our sides. But Frank asked, like, if there was ever a time where there was a decision made and you questioned it. Well, that was me last year with Bruce Cassidy not starting Jonathan Quick and going with Aiden Hill. I thought that Quick was the veteran. You know, he'd been there before. I thought that was the right choice. And I knew Logan Thompson was kind of down, but I mean, he shocked me and Aiden Hill shocked me and taking them all the way to the Cup. So I think if he thinks he's ready to go, he must be 100% and ready to go. And he's been there before. So I like the Knights tonight. It's been all the road team through this series. I think you're getting a little bit of value there with a little overreaction to this Dallas team who had no choice, desperation. They had to get those 2 wins back after losing 2 at home. So, I mean, it's an even matchup. They're both very deep. They both have the offense and the defensemen here. So, kind of a coin flip. You're getting plus money here with a great Golden Knights team and the defending Stanley Cup champions.
All right, and that game's a 7:30 puck drop or 7:05?
No, it is a 6:30 Central puck
6:30.
drop.
All right. Well, I won't be able to watch that game because I will be headlining Bootleggers tonight, the Copa Room at Headliners tonight. Come on down right on South Las Vegas Boulevard. But anyway, if you can't make that show, the big show is May 17th and 18th at Jimmy Kimmel Comedy Club. Duane, I'm going to invite you out. I'll hook you up. Listen, we always love having you on the show. I might try to stop out at the Derby on my way to the ballpark. So thank you again for being on the show. Duane Colucci, everybody. All right, we're going to take a commercial break, and we'll see him again soon. He's always the best. Our most frequent guest, Duane Colucci. We'll be right back with more punchlines.
South Point offers all the types of entertainment you'd expect at a first-class Las Vegas resort. Did you know our 400-seat showroom is one of Las Vegas's top destinations for live entertainment? Enjoy live performances by classic Vegas entertainers, bands, and today's hottest comedians, plus a rock and dance floor. You can also enjoy live entertainment at the Grand View Lounge, where you'll feel all the vibes of old Las Vegas. Enjoy the music, and if you love to laugh, don't miss The Dirty at 12:30, our very own free comedy show. Every Friday night at 12:30 a.m. in the Grand View Lounge. The Dirty is 100% free, so arrive early. Go to southpointcasino.com or call the box office at 77136 for today's performances at the showroom and the Grand View Lounge. When you're ready for your favorite cocktail, stop in and unwind at one of our 7 specialty lounges. There's a bar around every corner, because you're in Vegas, baby. South Point Casino has plenty of attractions for the whole family. Catch a movie. Our 16-screen movie theater includes 2 XD Extreme screens for the ultimate in viewing, sound, and luxury. After the show, treat the family to a variety of treats at our old-fashioned ice cream parlor, Kate's Corner. We scoop up a variety of creamy concoctions, including smoothies, hand-dipped cones, milkshakes, malts, sodas, and sundaes. At Kate's, there's something for everyone. And if you've still got time to spare, our bowling center might be right up your alley. Voted Best of Las Vegas, it's a great place for friends and family fun. 64 lanes, a pro shop, snack bar, and arcade. And while the kids are bowling, you can play slots and sip on a drink in the Alley Cat Lounge while overlooking the lanes. For our more serious and professional bowlers, the South Point is also home to a separate tournament bowling plaza.
Welcome back to the South Point Casino.
Oh, no.
It is Punchlines. I'm Frank Nicotero, Alex White, Ryan McCormick. Let's see here. A 3-dog roundy is a 3-team underdog round robin.
I've never heard that.
I never heard. That's why Chris named his horse that. I never heard of that either.
Well, and I love unders. And I've done that. I've definitely done a round robin.
You did
unders.
that the day of the rain, the day we got rained out. You had a round robin going, or was that a?
Yeah,
you did.
yes,
right.
Yes.
That was big.
College
day at the
basketball.
College basketball. All right. Paul, great job. Everyone's Paul loved it. Great job. We will have other punchies on for punchline picks. Great job. But I think now it's time to sound the horns and birthday girl.
Not working.
There they are. All right. It's time for Post with Punchlines. Coming down the stretch, Steve for Speed, followed by Toby McGuire. Toby McGuire. I love it. All right, punchline posts. What do we call it? Posts with punchlines.
Yeah.
That's what it's time for.
Well, so we mentioned the bees at the top of the show.
Yeah.
So the Diamondbacks tweeted that yesterday's game was being postponed because of it, but the Seattle Mariners responded to that tweet with an entire script
of
the Bee Movie.
No way.
The entire script of the Bee Movie.
Of Jerry Seinfeld's Bee Movie. Wow.
Yeah.
Why would they? Why is there beef with the Mariners? And
It's not. I don't think it's beef. It's just them being funny with the bees.
And then, how can you fit that on a tweet?
When you're verified, there is no text limit.
Well, I am verified. In other words, the sucker that pays $10 a month.
I just did too.
Yeah.
I wanted to see what it was all about.
Well, speaking of baseball and beefs, I mean, that's another post right there, right?
Yep.
There was a little fight. We had a little brouhaha last night.
Last night in Milwaukee.
That was always my favorite term for a fight, a brouhaha. Well, it's appropriate for last night because it was the Brewers. Ha. See what I did there? A little grounded at first. He didn't like it. Uribe here, and little words are spoken. And then this is the best angle of it.
Well, so earlier in the game, Jose Siri had pimped, in the third inning, he had pimped a 450-foot homer.
That's smack.
And then his second at-bat, they throw 3 balls and then plunk him with the 4th pitch. And then this is in the 8th inning, and he hits that ground ball to first. Uribe goes and covers first base on just his 3rd pitch of the game. Coming out of the bullpen, his 3rd pitch goes and then they both get ejected because of it.
Right. But also, I think they probably saw, they were up 8-2, I believe.
Yeah,
so
at that point, yeah.
It's like, let's burn this guy. He's going to get suspended for 3 to 7. Wow, he threw the first punch.
Uribe?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was open palm, too.
Yeah, it was very girly.
Slap. Yeah.
Very girly. And like,
really big hand.
Yeah, it wasn't great. But
can you guys just, like, if you're an NHL player and you're watching that, are
Yeah.
you just sitting there at home
Laughing.
going, oh, isn't that cute?
Isn't that cute?
Yes.
Exactly.
Like Taylor looking at Travis's contract. NBA fights are even worse than baseball fights because they have the wing spread that's like 7 feet, and they're just doing this. They just do that, and then of course, see in basketball, if they leave the bench, you're suspended immediately, right? So it's usually just the guys. Whereas baseball, they haven't thought of that yet.
Yeah,
baseball
bench is clear.
2 benches clear. There's 25 guys plus coaches and trainers, and then the best thing is when it escalates is when the bullpen comes jogging in. The last guys that want to jog in, the bullpen guys are like, son of a, we got to run in there.
Yeah, then they got to go back.
My God, I'm running like 3-dog roundy. I'm running like Toby McGuire. Okay. But anyway, that was good. And we're going to stick with baseball, right?
Yeah, sticking with baseball. Yesterday we showed the Tampa Bay Rays City Connect jerseys.
Is your order confirmed, by the way? You and Matt hadn't gotten confirmation that you ordered those.
Mine is confirmed.
Yeah, Matt
I don't know if
fishy.
Matt's...
Dever Ray's fishy, but anyway.
I went straight from the team store. But anyway.
Yeah, that was smart.
So the City Connect jerseys for the Rays glow in the dark a little bit. They have
all right.
accents
We
of
want
glowing
to
in the
see
dark. And there is a AAA affiliate? No. Maybe a AA affiliate. But the Tri-City Chili Peppers.
I love that.
Have come out with pretty much entirely glow in the dark jerseys.
Amazing. Okay. Here's the release. Okay. Oh my God. Is it a night game? Are they playing it, obviously?
I would like to think so.
They have to shut the light. They have to power the lights off.
That
at
is
one point.
awesome.
The bat? Oh! Did he do a flip? We don't know. Was
Some
it a
pink
ghost?
pinstripes.
He did a flip. That was great form.
That is very... Alex rating the form. Whose team is this affiliated with? Do we know? The Chili Peppers?
Let me look.
Who is ready for Cosmic... Oh, wow. Oh, because you can do like Cosmic Bowling, right? That's kind of what that is.
Yep.
Those are cool. Now, can you wash those? Will it lose all its powers?
Oh. So they are not an affiliate.
Oh, they're not an affiliate.
They are a collegiate summer baseball team.
Oh.
Then I could play on that team.
Yeah, playing on the Coastal Plain League.
Wow, they're unbelievable uniforms.
Which is in Virginia.
Now, when is that game? Whenever that game is, we will have footage of that. We will make sure we get footage of that. That is tremendous.
But another team in the Virginia area is going to be the Danville Dairy Daddies. And they did their jersey uniform release today.
Okay.
And so...
These hype videos that these guys do. The Dairy Daddies. Oh, nice. It's like the Colton Cowser shirt from the Orioles.
Yeah.
The cow pattern.
I don't know if I like these as much as the chili peppers, but
Oh, I like the chili pepper ones way better. These are cool, though. This is so smart by minor league baseball. It's just so smart. You know, I mean, it's just like the Dairy Daddies. Who doesn't want that?
Yeah.
That's a cool uniform. Are these guys on the team? They didn't look like pro players. No, I'm joking. Very cool. And you have to wear your Dairy Daddies. I know you wore it one day and we forgot to bring it up, right?
Yeah.
All right, we'll get those back. All right. Yeah. Are we sticking? We going to Utah? What are we doing?
So kind of sticking with uniforms. The Salt Lake hockey team now, the Utah hockey team.
No official name yet.
No official name.
Anything you see online is just rumors.
They've filed trademarks
yeah.
For several different names. But there was a fan account on Instagram that does kind of their own jersey mock-ups.
Okay.
And so the first one I kind of went with the Utah Elk.
Okay, I didn't see this one.
This was Tiff's.
That is pretty cool.
This was Tiff's idea, was the elk, having the elk name Archie. And so it's just
because of the arch in Utah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Though I like the color scheme. It's like Miami-ish, but it's Utah.
Yeah.
But I like the elk. Alex, what are you shaking your head? No? Not a fan?
It gives me an Arizona vibe still, though. Like it looks like
they are that
like
friend.
the Adobe.
Yeah.
It's
the
same
Southwestern, right.
team,
Coco
though.
Pelli's and
Same
all that
players,
stuff. Okay.
So I think it
well,
works.
I like it, but I'm still a Yeti guy. I mean, name it the Utah Yeti, and I'm in.
Well, this next one was the one that you liked, the Utah Trout.
Utah Trout. I think Reno Paul might have sent me this. Utah Trout, there's no way that's going to be it.
No. But the pink is interesting.
Now, these mock-ups, it's just all digital. They didn't actually make one of these and take photos, right?
Correct.
But if someone made those, how many would they sell? They'd sell a lot of them. They're pretty cool. Utah Trout. Yeah. Never going to be the Trout.
That account has mock-ups for pretty much every team that they've filed trademarks for. They had Mammoth, the Blizzard. Even
the Yeti. Is that where we got
Venom.
the Yeti one from?
The Yeti, maybe.
Yeah. Gotta go Yeti.
But yeah. But speaking of the Utah Trout, we had an injury
Mike Trout,
announcement in baseball yesterday. Mike Trout is going to have meniscus surgery.
It's not a full season injury. There's no timetable for his return. But you hate to see this. I mean, look, he's hitting homers. He has 10 for
he had
14
10,
RBIs.
14 RBIs, yeah.
But he's hitting a little over the Mendoza line. I think he's hitting around 220 last I looked. But he's Mr. Angel. The guy is a lock, first ballot Hall of Famer. Just hasn't stayed healthy because he did play the game hard in his 20s, but he hit 30. Look out. But sad to see. I mean, I don't know. I hope he's back this year. I love Mike Trout.
Well, when people say it's hard not to cheer for this guy and like it's overused a lot, but it is really hard not to cheer for Mike Trout, especially with the Angels. They didn't help him much. I mean, Ohtani was supposed to be the saving piece.
They forgot they needed pitching. They're like, we have two of the best hitters, and you have one pitcher. Yeah, I know. And it's he's a good guy, and he signed a lifetime contract there. I mean, he has why do I see him in a Phillies uniform? But now who knows? With the knee, if he's not good, you don't want him on your team. But I always thought he'd play for the Phillies eventually because he's a Jersey guy. And
I think meniscus is pretty easy to come back from.
Is it? All right. Well, they said it's not season ending. So I'm hopefully by the All-Star break. Anyway, he was leading them. He was tied for the league.
Tied for the league.
And home runs.
Lead in home runs, yes.
It's not like anyone's getting out to a huge lead in the home run race. It's weird. There's usually one guy that breaks out, then he gets cold.
And now you're getting the updated numbers. You can get 100 to 1, 200 to 1.
You said Bryce Harper.
Bryce Harper, 100 to 1.
100 to 1 to win the Major League home run title?
Yes.
Yeah. I have a
AAA home run title?
Well, no, I meant National. I didn't know if it was National League or Major League.
He threw me off too. I looked at Ryan for help.
Okay. I'm glad it's clarified for everyone. I like that pickup. I have O'Neal Cruz. Probably not a good future. $10. It pays like $350. Probably not going to win that one. Don't take that pick.
But there's a few on there. We'll have to go through them. Maybe next time I'm back on the show.
Before we finish, before we continue with post, Joey B, Punchline Studios needs to go all black light and neon clothing for a show. Petty cash, Ann, get it going. Get us. That's okay. Ann's nodding and chewing something at the same time. Look confident. What do you got going there? She's got Doritos and snack. It's her birthday. She can do whatever she wants.
That's right.
Did you see Keith's response to Joey B's?
No.
You really don't want to bring a black light anywhere near a casino.
Oh, yeah. Very funny. Uribe missed twice, horrible form. Yeah. Shaq fights were awful. Shaquille O'Neal has even made fun of his own fights. Yes, the 90s are really back. 90s clothing rack at Costco, 50% off. All right, what do we have next? So we're shifting from baseball, right?
Well, we've got technically 2 more baseball.
Oh, okay, go for it.
So going to college baseball, Texas, Rio Grande Valley, they ball to center. We can play it.
Yeah, so, we can play it. The slide at home is what we're looking
fly
at.
out to center field.
Oh.
Let me scratch my nose on camera. Fly out to center field, runner on second base. So he's tagging to go to third.
Right.
Center fielder kind of plays it. Yeah, slow. And so he rounds and heads home. And goes over the catcher.
Did he successfully go over?
They called him safe.
Called him safe.
Gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Damian Rodriguez from second to scoring on a tag up.
Look at that. And watching that clip, I wrote this around us. I said, just watching that makes me break my wrist because I know you come down. Like the fact that he prevented injury, again, he's young, he can do that. Great slide. I mean, that was unbelievable.
Slide.
What did you
Yeah.
think of that
What?
launch?
Slide. Yeah.
Slide, yeah.
I need Alex's rating on that launch.
Yeah, what do you think of the form on
Great height. The catch, you're right. We always say not to put your arms out because you can break an arm or wrist. So
What
that
are you
is very
supposed to
dangerous.
do? You're supposed
You're supposed to just tuck and roll.
and go face first?
No, I mean how he was, or then he should be nice and locked out if he had that.
Yeah, the wrist is you don't want to do that.
No, it's bad.
That's why I thought for sure at the end of the clip they'd be like, oh, both wrists have just snapped. He's safe. Sponsored by Texaco Oil. Get your gas down in the corner. But yeah, it's an unbelievable slide. By the way, I just want to point out that the Mike Trout, we didn't have a picture for him, did we?
Yeah.
Did we? I didn't see it. Did we have the title of that?
Yes, it
Something
was there.
fish knee. For me. Clap for something fish knee. Because it's his knee.
Yeah,
Trout.
Frank.
No, I wanted to make sure people really understood the breakdown of that joke.
It's not funny when you explain it.
But I didn't know that I saw it. I was too busy looking at Duane Colucci staring at me.
So one more baseball.
Okay.
The Pittsburgh Pirates now have a new bat dog. They had Bucko.
It's a shelter thing. Yeah, they do a rescue dog. It's a really nice thing they do.
And so you can vote on which
Look at that little guy.
what the little guy's name should be. So Rookie, Bandit, Homer, and Slugger.
Alex, what's your pick?
Slugger.
Ryan?
I went with Bandit.
I went with Rookie. I liked Rookie. Yeah, Rookie's the winner. Rookie's the correct answer. Sorry, Alex and Ryan.
It's Bandit.
Sorry, if you guys missed. You lost.
Your opinion.
Of course, my friends, when we were sharing this
Bandit
story
sticks with the
yesterday,
pirate.
they said call him Ofer, call him Shutout. These are all pirate things. And then Mendoza, because the Pirates are barely hitting above the Mendoza line. But it's a great thing they do. That little dog was so cute. I'm going to call him Rookie.
Who's training that dog to be the bat dog?
Some dude.
I don't know if it's the bat dog or the team dog.
Team dog.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah. It's just a team mascot.
Okay.
Yeah. And I think
Okay.
he's up for adoption then after a certain point, I think.
That I do not know.
Very cute. Yeah. I know the dog at the ballpark retired.
Yes.
Finn.
Bandit. Was his name
Finn.
Bandit? Finn. Yeah, that too.
Finn retired.
They had the people were wearing the jerseys.
Yes. We don't want to talk about it.
I know. Not the greatest. Let's see. We need to see the ATM do a reach. Oh, Paul, as he refers to as ATM, need to see you do a routine. We've been asking for cheerleader tapes. We don't know if we'll see him. Maybe one of the championship tapes. We're working on it, Paul. What else do we have in post, Ryan?
Bandit was the final post.
Very good. So what was?
Let's call it Rookie. Rookie was the
Bandit.
final post.
Bandit sticks with Pirates. So
I liked Scurvy. Scurvy was good too. Scurvy's good. Go Scurvy. Arg. Come here, Arg. Scurvy's a vitamin C deficiency. I guess maybe that's not the most positive thing. Yeah, well, there you go. We're wrapping up the show right on time just about. Let's just recap a few things. By the way, I want to point out that South Point has their, they can't call it Super Bowl, NFL.
Oh, I thought you were going to mention the Derby match.
No, it was the odds to win the NFL championship. Chicago Bears. Did you see what they are? Take a guess if you didn't look.
25. You're looking at the 25 to 1 sheet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They opened at 30,
when was that?
down
I
to
was gonna say
25.
30.
Oh,
As
since
of
the
yesterday.
draft.
Yeah.
And the Steelers since the draft, Sean, 60 to 1, down to 40 to 1. Might have to throw a few, but Raiders 75 down to 30. And let's see what the Chiefs are.
They've also got division winners.
Yeah. How are the Raiders more
Raiders?
favored than the Steelers?
Division winners.
Division winners. Yeah, you got the division winners. So we're already talking football here. Yeah, what? Everyone's shocked at these. What were the Chiefs? Kansas City Chiefs. Chris has got them at 6 to 1. They were 8 to 1, down to 6 to 1.
When
The
their
longest
offense got
shot
better than
seems to be
last
the
year.
Carolina Panthers at 200 to 1 with their crazy owner, David Tepper.
Which did not move after
It
draft
didn't
day.
move, no. Even after he was
And the Patriots went from 100-1 to 200-1. So
not loving
Panthers
the Drake
and
May
Patriots.
pick? I don't know what that actually. Anything jumping out at you there, Alex?
The Dolphins went the wrong way too. They were 18-1. Now they are 25-1.
Oof, it's that Hard Knocks curse. They're trying to open up the rules to see who they could get for Hard Knocks. Are the Bears eligible again this year?
There is a rumor that the Bears have an agreement with the league that they will not be a Hard Knocks team. The Bears either sacrifice a home game to go play in London, or they play an extra preseason game, being the Hall of Fame game, in order to not be the Hard Knocks.
That would have been so good, though. The Bears would have been so good.
Yeah.
So we're gonna get stuck with like the Saints because I forget what teams are eligible.
I think it's New Orleans and Denver.
Yeah. Oh, they'll go Denver because Sean Payne's insane.
Yeah.
That's why they'll do it. They'll go, we need the crazy guy.
Yeah.
And Bo Nix at quarterback. All right. Thank you. Another successful show. You will not be back on Friday. Friday, we're doing a smaller show. It'll be myself with Matt and Everett and Jerry, right?
And Drew Dog.
And Drew Dog. Okay, yeah. A lot of people are going to orientation and stuff like that. So we're doing a scaled back version of the show. Me and Jerry and Matt, we got this. Alex, what's up for you? You have a big busy day at the ballpark, right?
I do. Yes, I have a doubleheader.
Oh.
First game at 5. So.
But there's 7-inning games in the minors.
Well. Yes.
Doubleheader.
Just for
doubleheader. And then when they're doubleheader. That's the minor league. That's the COVID rule that the majors adopted and minors have kept it, which is a good idea, I think, right?
Oh, thank God.
I want to know.
Are you working?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, I missed Paul's pick though.
He had Miami.
He had Miami plus the points.
And the over. He liked the over.
Yes.
190, whatever it is.
Yes, he did like.
And then he also gave a final score.
Yeah.
We'll play it back. We'll get to other guys. We really appreciate it. Live chat room. You guys are the best. Keith Lyle, dog named Clementi for the Pirates. Clementi, that would be not a bad idea for a name. And you guys were awesome. If you have some horse names, think about them overnight. We'll throw them in again tomorrow. Remember, there will be a South Point Derby special with Ralph Sirocco tomorrow, 3 p.m. live. I will be back tomorrow with Ryan, with Jeff Parles.
Indeed.
Jeff Parles in the studio.
Enjoy your show.
Yeah, I'll be doing a show tonight at the Copa. Bootleggers. Copa.
Yeah.
A little tune-up for the Jimmy Kimmel dates. I'm excited. Kathleen Dunbar, who we will get on the show, is the one who hooked it up. Aaron O'Connor always helping, and Keith Lyle will be there. So anyway, you guys in the punch room, Punchline Picks, we really appreciate it. What else? Is that it? Ann, happy birthday. What are you doing for your birthday?
Happy birthday, Ann.
Where are you going? Anywhere? You're working.
Working.
At the ballpark.
By the way, when we took the shot of Ryan, it was kind of sad. It was just Ryan full screen, and we saw his deflated balloons behind him. It was kind of sad because Ann's got these vibrant balloons, and then that's like the forgotten birthday already.
Bow.
There it is on the ground, deflated.
And
some mystery number on a dry erase board. All right, I'm Frank Nicotero. That's Punchlines, Lines in Nevada. Every show.
Go Cubbies.
Thank you.